Honestly, I don't know that stuff.
I don't
Hey,
know either.
we're live.
Yes, we
Hey,
are.
guess what, guys? It's Jay,
And
and
you
this
know
is
me,
Brandon.
myself. Yeah.
All
I was looking at another screen.
right, so tonight we're gonna be doing season two premiere. We're gonna be talking to accredited psychic medium and tarot card reader Heidi Lee from. You might know her from Twitter at All Things Exist. She is quite accredited. She comes from Las Vegas, Nevada. She's good stuff. We're gonna have a good interview here. I hope you guys enjoy. Here we are. This
Let's
is
Hi
Heidi.
see.
guys.
There we go.
Um,
Hi.
not too bad, Carrie. How about you?
Hello.
Yes, please. So we're doing this.
I
So, do you want me to call you Heidi? Do you want me to call you All
Yeah,
Things
you
Exist?
can just call me Heidi.
All right. So, Heidi, what's up, Dustin? How long have
hello.
you actually been involved in the whole tarot card reading type of thing?
I actually picked up tarot in my early teens and was into it quite a bit, quite pretty heavy for quite a few years. And then when I moved to LA after that, I was in it for quite a few years, and then it kind of just dropped off because my life was busy. But I've always given readings. I just don't advertise it. Um,
Right.
it's more I'm more of an energy reader and a medium, but the means I use to kind of clarify things or give me the words that I need
Right.
um, for what I'm seeing or feeling, the tarot is really handy for that.
Right. Now, can you do readings without the tarot cards or
Yeah, I don't. That's just a means to an end. It really depends on the person.
oh really?
Because if their energy is confused, you're going to get confused energy no matter what question they ask you. So, with tarot, you can go into more detail for a long time. But
Right.
with my readings, I connect with you, with your guides and your energy, and we just go from there. Basically, the reason I tell people is I don't do group um, readings because the things I'm going to tell you are super personal.
Right.
Because your current energy is what I get first. So, like I'm reading you right now, I can tell you which parts of your body are in distress or need help or what's attached to you energetically, things like that I can see, but it's not like I'm going to just tell everybody that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because I have the sight doesn't mean, you go around telling you learn to understand who's open to it and who's not.
Right. Now, I have a question for you. Have you ever met somebody like if you're going like you and your spouse or whatnot, like or partner or just like you and your kids or something like that, going to a restaurant and like you meet somebody at like as a hostess or a hostess. Do you ever get like a feeling like, oh, I need to tell them this? Like somebody's whispering in your ear or something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
And
If I feel that like they're approachable, because I'm not the most approachable person. I'm tall. I'm a little different looking. I got a lot of tattoos. I'm a little
shoot, you're
intimidating
talking to the wrong
apparently.
person about that.
So it's
Tattoos
not like
all
I
over
can
my
just
body.
walk up to somebody and say, "Hey," you know. But it's not really like that for me. It's not like, the dead are energy too. And
Right,
when I open up for a reading or, I usually don't go out into public open because energy just latches onto me,
right,
So I usually, I'm always protected when I go out energetically, but it has to be a pretty overwhelming feeling for me to approach someone. They usually approach me.
right. Now, how do they approach you? Do they either contact you through your webpage or
Usually it
social
was,
media?
before I came to Twitter, it was always in person. It was never a
Oh,
social media
really?
for me. So yeah, when I came to Twitter, in fact, only recently, because of the awesome communities on Twitter, for the paranormal and
Right.
for UFO and stuff like that. If you sift through the garbage, you really get a lot of good people and good information who, want to collaborate or communicate.
Right.
Those that don't, I don't, I either hit mute or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? These are grown people arguing with each other about UFOs. I'm like, fuck off. You don't know anything more than I do, and I know plenty. You know what I mean? But you don't know any more than I do, and neither does, collaboratively, in the world, if we all got together and shared our knowledge of aliens and UFOs and Bigfoot and ghosts and right? If we all did that together,
Right.
How amazing would that be?
That'd be amazing, but there's only probably I would say on an average, probably about 35% of the world actually believes in that type of stuff.
No, well, that might have been true before, but I don't. The first time I ever did a live video was like 2 or 3 years ago, something like that, and I was moved to, I was absolutely told to, and I guess I can share that with you guys. It's on a YouTube channel I don't use anymore. It's kind of embarrassing. Because I wasn't comfortable on camera, and I'm still not. But where was I going with this? Yeah, it's basically when I kind of came out and said, okay, this is what I am. This is what I do publicly.
Right.
I felt it was important for me because I've helped so many people throughout life with just telling them the things that they can't see or things that they want to know or they're reaching out for. It's a gift. It's definitely a gift. It's exhausting and I have to take care of myself, but it's a gift. So I just keep developing it and sharing it as much as I can because this world is in a shitload of hurt.
Oh
But
yeah.
my point was, is the video I made
2020 has
was
been
I came out and said, "Hey, we're doing all this great energy. The energy is lit." And then
right.
it wasn't, shit. It wasn't that much longer when just shit hit the fan in the world, all over the place. And I was like, well, it's a good thing that healers and how everybody was doing like the mass prayers worldwide to put out the fires in
Yeah.
Australia. Well, so we all did that, right? And then it flooded Australia. That's what energy does,
Right.
but yeah, the world now is really, as far as I can see energetically anyway, just on it's like we're standing on the edge of the world and about to jump off into something we've never had before.
Now,
And
okay.
I'm just glad to be a part of it. I know that's why I'm here. I've always
Right.
known that's why I'm here. So
You move away.
of course I didn't expect UFOs and aliens to be mainstream.
Yeah. I
And
do have a question for
ghost
you
hunting
though,
and
Heidi.
stuff to be mainstream. That was
Um,
mainstream in my life, but to see it mainstream in so many people's lives worldwide is awesome. It means we're evolving, we're ascending, we're allowing ourselves to see things that we haven't seen before.
Now, I do have a theory to run by you, Heidi. All right, this is brought up by one of my favorite podcasts, at Bizarre Investigations podcast. They did an episode. It was like season 2, episode 26. They turn around and mention this theory, and it's been boggling me since because it was released this summer, and we haven't done a show since June or May or something like that. But what do you think of this theory? As in, UFOs are just actually us from the future coming back to visit us and like try to fix the wrongs.
No.
You don't think so? I mean, honestly, because it kind of makes sense with the whole humanoid type of theory. Is like, they are the humanoids, what has been described to us as, and your body changes depending on your atmosphere. They've already proven that. But like with the nose, the mouth, the eyes wider, the hair being bald and stuff like that. But like, what do you think we're going to become when we're so reliant on technology? We're not going to have muscle mass or anything like that,
Oh yeah. I mean, I've never shared my opinion on that before, but how can I put this?
Put it bluntly. I mean, honestly.
I'll tell you what I see. Okay, energy. It doesn't matter where you are.
Right.
Energy is fluid. It doesn't matter where you are. It's never, really been a secret to me.
Right.
That we are them and they are us, and they've been here the whole time. To me, they have different species just like we do, or different races, different colors, different attitudes, different different religions. But I mean,
I don't
they've
see
always
races
been
or nothing like that. I see as in like species. You have humans, then you have like humanoids. You have like I don't want to call it the reptilians and type of stuff like that.
Yeah, but there's so
I don't
much
see as in
science
color wise.
hasn't. So much that science hasn't put a name to.
Right.
That exists. So here's what I think. I think that obviously a large part of our DNA is missing.
Right.
Scientists don't know where it came from, what it is, what it means. And that's the science part of it. But for me, they're just like us. They're natural. They're indigenous. They're indigenous here. I really feel that there's always been different races, under the oceans, underground in caves, exploring. When I was a kid and growing up in Montana, we had lots, Montana's just mountains and
for type of paranormal, or I should say UFO.
Yeah, because
like
it's a big
phenomena.
volcanic area. It's the third largest state in the union, and there's less than 1 million people in the entire state.
Right.
Or less. I think it's less than 2 million now, actually. But so we just wandered around all the time up there. And you go into caves and you find places that don't make sense, and you see things that don't live in town with you, but when you grow up with it, it's just normal.
Right.
The paranormal is normal.
No, I think so too. Like,
it is there. You know what I mean? So when I went out into the world, I had already, and plus with my, on my dad's side and my mom's side, we all have experiences or gifts that are very pronounced.
yeah.
But so when I went out into the world, it was all just kind of normal to me, and then I was like, wow, this is not normal for everyone. I mean, they just didn't experience what I did, and I was lucky that way. But I really think that they've always been here. How can we dismiss all of the cave paintings and in the etchings and the paintings from the Renaissance era and stuff like that, where there's UFOs in the sky? Even before Christ, the paintings and murals and things like that, had aliens, UFOs. There's places all over the world that obviously someone much smarter than we are was there, but isn't there now.
Right. I mean, I think you look at the Bible itself and it references UFOs, numerous incidences, but it's all about how you interpret it.
Yeah.
I mean, people did interpret it different ways.
I think we're their kids. I'll just say it.
Yeah. I do think that we are related. Like some sort of DNA is related to like an extraterrestrial species or something like that.
Definitely.
But I'm not sure exactly what.
Where the rest of my DNA comes from, there's no reason for me not to believe that.
Right. Now, let's get back to the psychic type of thing. When did you do, what age did you do your first reading? And no, I'm not going to give out your age now or anything like that. So.
Oh, I'm 48. It's all good, man. All right. So, I mean, I have memories from the time I was sitting up and crawling, and there's never been a time when I don't have memories. So when I was little, this gift or this second sight or whatever it is that I have, it was terrible. It was terrible. I saw horrible things. And I remember the day that I just dropped in the middle of the street in my tiny little town in Montana in the dirt road. And I had a little dress on. I must have been I don't know, 2.5. I was crossing the street to my house, and this bitch next door, she was this old lady. She hated everyone, right? But she had died. And she was standing there staring. She all dead, and gross, and and I was just and that was the last straw for me, because I had already been through so much and seen so much crap. I was done with that shit. I was I had just had a great time playing with my friend or something, and this bitch is next door. And I dropped to my knees and I started praying. I just said, God, please don't let me have this sight anymore. I didn't even know God. I didn't know nothing. I was 2. But I remember the whole thing. I remember the gravel in my knees from dropping to my knees and praying. But once I opened my eyes, everything was different. That lady was gone. But there was swirls of energy everywhere. So as I got older, I still had experiences with ghosts constantly, because my mom was heavily involved in witchcraft and stuff like that. And she eventually became a high priestess. But she was more on the darker side, But so I still had experiences with ghosts, but I didn't see anything. But they'd tear up my room, or they whistle in front of me, or they do crazy shit and steal stuff and then, put it back somewhere weird. But it was always like that, but I didn't see them. But I only saw the energy. So as I got, every day goes by, I started focusing on the energies to, and then you start figuring out what they are, where they came from. I mean, it took a few years to develop where the energy it was coming from, because it wasn't in a form, So, as you get older, your visualization gets better, your imagination gets better, so you're able to physically visualize things better. So that's really in my mid-teens is really when it hit. Yeah. There's, I see, but I was a teenager, so I was causing all kinds of havoc in my own house, and I didn't know that it was me. You know what I mean? Because I was playing with witchcraft. I was doing tarot. I was doing Ouija boards. I was, what you do when you're a teenager and you're stupid. And man, you learn quick that it'll suck you right up. It'll suck you up and spit you out. So
Now, Heidi, can you just look at somebody and tell their aura, like if they're a good person or a bad
yeah.
person or something
Oh
like
yeah.
that?
Yeah. What's the creepiest part about having that sense, if you will, it's a smell for me,
Yeah.
and a like overwhelming, like nauseous feeling if I come by someone who's killed someone. If I come across a person who's killed someone, I know they've killed someone. I can smell it. It's weird. I don't like it.
Right. I
I
understand
don't
that.
like that at all. But that's not often. But that does happen. But you can, yeah. I mean, yes, I can tell if someone is a threat, or if someone is a good person, or energy
you
is
see-
energy. It doesn't lie. It's like math.
All right. I'm gonna put. Wait 1 second. 1 second. So, what you call it? Oh, sorry. I'm just like going to this. Okay, go in the private chat for a second.
Dog. Stop licking my leg.
If you guys could only see the energy underneath us,
Hello, dog.
it's amazing. I wish we could, get down there without physically getting. I think there's a reason for that, though. The human body can't really get too close to our magnetic core, or we get sick and dizzy and brain hemorrhage and shit like that. So
Right.
I think that's how they. Honestly, magnetic energy is the only energy I can't seem to see through.
It's a puppy.
Yeah, she has to come up here all the time. You know that. She's more famous than we are.
Aww,
Oh, it's a puppy.
cute.
So I do have a question for you, Heidi.
Do you mind?
All right, can you see energy, like what type of person Brendan and I are?
With no dog.
Honestly, I don't care. We're on live, without going too personal or something like that. You don't want to be like, Brendan's last name is this or Jay's last name is this.
Yeah, I there's things I want to tell you. I'll tell you during your reading, and Brandon, maybe I'll tell you off camera. But I physically can feel how you guys are feeling, and there's things that need attention in your body. So we'll talk about that another time.
Right. But can you see what type of aura we bring?
Oh, this person says they smell rotting meat when someone's.
That's right. I brought it up on camera.
Yeah, I know that doesn't happen to me, but their energy is like you can barely see it. When someone's dying, their energy is so small, like so weakened. It's like you can barely see it. So that's how I can tell. But I had a boss many years ago who had that very same thing. And he didn't know anything about me. It was like my second day on the job, and he came up to me and he said, "Hey, I have this experience. I can smell death. I can smell rotting death when someone's about to die." And I'm just like, "Well, how do you know to come and tell me this stuff?" I was like, "By the way, your dad's sitting in the window." He's like, "My dad died 10 years ago or something." I know, but he's sitting in the window.
Oh, wow.
And we just started like going back and forth, and there was no, we didn't know each other or anything. But yeah, that doesn't happen to me, thankfully. But their energy is very small when they're dying.
All right. Do you see anything attached to Brendan or I?
Oh yeah, yeah. But especially you, Jay.
That's what the last one said.
Yeah,
That's what the last one said.
Here's the thing: you enjoy it. So anything I tell you to do, you're not going to do.
Why would I untie?
Because you enjoy the experiences, and
mean, I don't mind them around me and stuff like that. Like,
No,
honest
but
God truth.
you don't, what I mean is like you allow it. There's most energies don't allow. That's why people don't have experiences and they're like, wow, I want to see a ghost and whatever. And I'm like, well, you can, let's talk
Right,
about it. But once you go there, you can't go back from there,
right.
you know.
Here's another question for you, Heidi. Did you see this one?
People with gifts tend to gravitate towards each other. I guess that really wouldn't apply for me because, like I said, I'm not that approachable.
I'm not either. Like, honest to God truth, like, I know I have a lot of followers on social media and stuff like that, man. But in real life, no, I'm a big, intimidating dude. Like, I'm 6'4", I'm
Right?
240 pounds.
So you know
Like,
what I'm talking
I
about.
look
I'm always
mean as a
wearing
mother,
black and
you
high
know?
boots, and it's not like people just come running up to me, say, "Oh, what
No,
a nice girl."
exactly. You know, people are like,
Even
I'm
if I
not
am a
that
nice girl and I
approachable.
have no ill intentions towards anyone, but I can still kick your fucking ass. But
Exactly. Like, I'm a big,
I mean, apparently that's just known. But I actually had to. I'm glad they asked that question, but I actually had to, when I was ready, reach out and find people, find
right.
communities, and I ran into a bunch of people who didn't know shit, but I could tell
Yeah,
right away that's like, no, you're not a Reiki master. You're full of shit, you know.
right.
But and then you eventually, if that's what I did, because I was tired of. I just got old enough to not care about talking to people about.
I mean, I honestly got truth. I don't want to go out of my way to hurt somebody's feelings. Honestly got truth. Like, I try my best. I try to be a really positive person, and like, I want to spread positivity and love, you know. But I tell you what, I do have a temper. Like, honest to God truth.
Oh yes,
Like, I have a bad temper. Like,
everybody's like, oh,
but
I no, I'm not. I'm as much of a destroyer as I am a creator.
yeah, like, I mean, in my civilian job, I don't really want to get into like what I do for a job or anything like that. But I can be nice, but I can be the biggest asshole you ever met in your life. Honest to
I
God
can
truth,
kind of see that in you, Jay. I mean,
you know.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah, it takes me a lot to get there, but yeah, once I'm there, it's unrelenting.
right.
I am a very balanced person, so I don't expect life to be all great, but um, I make sure that my life is very balanced.
All right. So when you're doing tarot card readings, people, um, now if you pull out a bad card or anything like that, do you feel bad for telling them this, or
No,
do you like just like skate around it, or do you like just go right to the point?
no, the information I get isn't filtered, and I'm not going to filter it for you. It's not my
Okay.
job to sugarcoat shit. I wouldn't want somebody, doing that to me.
Right.
So, if and there's no such thing as a bad card, but given, it just depends on the situation. Like if I did a reading day before yesterday, and this person had just lost their job and they were going bankrupt and all hell's breaking loose. And basically I just had to help them like make a budget and like, do actual physical things to change their reality because they were in, it wasn't going to get any better unless they, took action, physical action,
Right.
So, um, I was a life coach for a long time, so I used, it was cool because I was able to use my mediumship um, and help people make plans. But I did that for years, and then it just got to be too much. It's too much. I only have limited amount of energy, and I have a big life. My son is autistic and nonverbal. He's 23 now.
Right.
And, so I'm his full-time care provider, and um, life is just, wow. I mean, life didn't stop when I retired, that's for sure.
Now, can we do a little bit of a test on you, Heidi?
Bring it.
All right. If I pulled you and Brendan off camera, we can give him a little reading off air, and Brendan can come back and like say, yeah, I'm not saying nothing long or I'll tell you about like 10 minutes, 5 minutes.
Sure. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to do a live reading with more eyes on me than his. But
No. I'm gonna pull you off camera.
Oh, okay, good.
All right.
All right.
All right. Brendan, you good with that?
However you want to do it.
All right, man. I'm gonna pull you guys both off camera.
Are you gonna have me do this live? Cause
No. You two are gonna be off camera, and I'm just gonna continue the show, and Brendan's gonna come back and just basically say like, yes, she is legit, or like type of thing. Okay.
You should
I
have
believe you're legit.
you should have done your reading with me beforehand, Jay.
I know, right? But like time restraints and everything like that. I'm a very nervous individual. All right, you ready?
Go for it.
All right, I'm gonna pull you guys off. All right, can you guys still see each other? Shake your head yes. I can't hear you. Can you see her?
Nope.
Damn it. All right. I don't know how we're gonna do this.
Actually, I know how to do this.
What's that?
Watch this. Voila.
Brendan's a tech guy. I'm just like the face.
And voila.
All right.
And all you have to do is just mute if you want to mute it.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna mute you.
I'll mute.
All right. So you're muted. You're muted.
I am now.
I'm trying to figure out how do I do that? All right. So how do you see how he did that? Shake your head yes. I got you muted.
You'll have to stop the camera, and you can still hit the audio button if you want to stay in audio or not. However,
I just hit like what he hit, and I'm gonna mute you. Okay.
Okay. You want me to hit it? Oh.
Yeah.
You have to manually do it.
I'm gonna mute you.
Individual persons have to do it themselves.
And we're live. Obviously.
Okay, stop.
It's all good. All right.
Oh, this just got awkward.
Hi, I'm back. The fat one's back.
Check yourself again. I hope you guys all think your guys' interviews are going good. Oh, here we go.
All right.
All right. You ready?
Stop cam button on her end. She has to get the stop cam button on her end. Because if you do it,
stop cam. There we go.
Because if you do it, kick her.
All right. Can you guys hear each other? Brendan, just stick me a head yes or no.
No.
Heidi, can you see him?
Brandon, can you? Hello?
Okay.
Brandon.
Okay.
Yo. Brandon, you're muted.
Here?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, cool. I'm muting it. All right. How's everyone doing tonight? They're both muted. I do not have a cute face. Thank you, though. So, everyone, tonight we're just doing a little bit of experiment with them too. I'm hoping it all works out. I'm just gonna hit this unmute button. Can you hear him, Heidi?
No.
Oh. All right.
Brandon, I can hear you, Jay.
Let me unmute him for a second.
Mom, you little butthead dog.
All right, can you hear him now, Heidi?
Yes, I can hear you, Brandon.
All right, you guys go.
All right, what do you want me to do?
Well, first of all, come kill this dog for me.
Yeah, Jay definitely wanted all the attention. Don't get it confused.
They do. Dogs want everyone's attention.
Yeah, Jason's attention whore. Hey, you guys like my shirt? Ivana for
I
life.
love it. Hey, at least you know who the band is.
Yeah. All right, guys, do your reading thing, and we're just gonna be sitting here talking about other stuff.
How are we going to do the reading thing?
Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do.
I don't know how we're going to do this. Not only if you take yourself completely out and just leave us two on there as a mute.
Right.
Like, you mute yourself.
I'm gonna mute myself, and you guys can go. Okay.
I don't.
All right, guys.
Brandon,
We're playing around with this. Okay.
Brandon,
Yeah.
Brandon,
Yo.
do you have a question?
I don't know. Jay, stop laughing at me.
I'm not laughing.
Ask me a question, because otherwise we're going to talk about your physical health right now.
Well, I already knew that.
That's the energy that's overpowering for me. So I think what you should do is ask me a question.
You can go ahead and tell me what you see in me wise. I mean, I already practically know about my health wise.
Well, I'm sure you do. So, if that's the energy we're gonna have to start with, though. So, all right. What does Brandon need to know? What does Brandon need to know? What does Brandon need to know?
I thought this was a song. What does Brandon need to know? What does Brandon need to know?
Well, maybe I should keep shuffling.
So, how's everybody doing tonight in the chat? Y'all can just like write down random stuff that we're gonna ask Heidi when she gets back on camera and stuff like that.
Brandon, it's time for you to make a big decision. It looks like you have everything you need, all the information you need to make it. You're just not making it. I don't know what this is regarding. Possibly a death. Probably a lot of emotional news. It's a motherly figure, very kind, maybe a bit leisurely, comfortable, watching you. Very kind, older lady. Yeah, she says you know what to do. She says you know what to do. She's not happy that you're not doing it. You've been sitting on this decision for probably you've known for about 2 months. And you're just not making the decision. Whoever this woman is on the other side, super kind woman, quiet, dignified, but super kind. She's basically saying you have everything you need to do it. You just have to do it, and she's getting a little pissed.
All right, 1 second. Heidi.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, go to the private chat for a second. Hope you guys are all enjoying this episode. Can you give us like a,
I told you this is why I don't do live readings. This shit is life changing. This is not.
Right.
This is not a joke.
I know. All right. How about this?
Let me just finish, and I'll tell you this.
Okay.
Brandon's going to be getting some messages very soon, and he's going to have to make a big decision, and it's going to be, he's going to know what to do, and he is going to have all the support that he needs to do it, and we'll end it there.
Okay. Awesome. I'm going to put you guys back on camera, okay? All right, you guys can come back on. Hello.
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 Hi, are you okay?
I'm all, well, it's been difficult for the past 2 weeks. Jay knows the situation.
I know.
I don't know the situation, but I do know that you have all the support that you need, and it's super important that you understand that, and because that is going to help you make the decision you need to make. You know what you need to know already. You have the strength in you already, and you have the support around you. And I'm just gonna say this, and then I'll just leave it at that. But Brandon, if you reach out, if you just pray, if you even just one time, if you just lose your shit by yourself and pray, I'm telling you, you're going to feel like you're going to get everything that you need to for the good of all in this situation. But I'm sorry, it is a very big decision about what I said. But see, it's funny that you asked me, do you sugarcoat things? Do you tell people? And it's like, I can't do that because that's not true. I'm not gonna lie to you about what I see. So but I feel it's you have everything you need, Brandon. Even if it doesn't feel like it, I really feel someone is very adamant that you pray and you mean it. Not some fake fucking prayer that takes 5 seconds.
Okay. So
you guys okay? Fuck, don't do that to me again. God.
All right. So what is the best means of like communicating with you or anything like that? Freaking like what's the best means of like, do you like prefer tarot cards? Do you prefer like just palm readings? What do you prefer?
Well, since I usually do my readings on Skype or some video chat to where we can connect visually and energetically and just it's like I said, it's a personal thing, and don't do that again because who knows what will come out next time. But anybody can get a hold of me on Twitter, or they can email me for private readings.
Right.
I don't advertise. I give away free readings on my Twitter, just because I really appreciate the people that I talk to and that talk to me, and that I really appreciate my Twitter community. You know.
I'm gonna put your Twitter handle on here. Is that correct?
It's at All Things Exist. Yeah. And I have the YouTube channel too, All Things Exist.
Yeah, make sure you guys check her out and stuff like that. Now, how long do you like? You okay?
Yeah, that was hard for me.
I understand. Let's just go on with the episode and we'll make it good. All right. So, when was your first reading?
Like actual reading where I got paid?
I don't care if it was like your first reading you got paid or
No,
like.
I didn't start, accepting payment until I was much older. Like, shit, it was like by the late 30s.
Right.
Because I didn't learn until then, why, that it's an equal energy exchange. You
Right.
can't put out all this energy and tap into someone else's whole world and lay their soul bare and not have it take a toll on you. Um, you know what I mean? So I learned that you have to make it equal. I barter, sometimes a reading for a reading, sometimes a tattoo for a reading, sometimes crystals for a reading. I don't care. Everybody deserves to get answers to the things they want to know about. And if I can offer
Right.
that, then I will.
I would totally do the tattoos for reasons, man, because I have a lot of tattoos and it
Right?
costs a lot of
I
money.
know. I'm
That's
getting
one
my
right
whole
here.
sleeve done pretty soon. I'm so
I have
excited.
like the whole arm done pretty much. I don't know how much you can actually see, but
Oh,
like,
nice. Yeah, I have this whole arm, and then, well, except here, but this whole sleeve is getting done.
yeah,
I'm so
I got
excited.
this one side. I got my left arm all done. I'm working on my right arm right now, and I
Yeah.
already got my chest done. I got Star Wars tattoos, and I don't know how much you can really see it. I got other stuff on there,
Nice.
and I got like I have a what do you call it? A Norse religion tattoo on my back and stuff like
Oh,
that.
right on. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
where my family goes back to.
That's
My
mine too.
mom's family, well, we did the whole ancestry DNA thing
Yeah,
a
I
long
did
time
too.
ago, and it traced us back to mom was a Scandinavian gypsy, and dad's line goes all the way back to Norway and Scandinavia, and then we were the Vikings that invaded Britain and never left. And then we came to Canada in the early 1800s, and then moved down through Montana and Kansas and that. So yeah, we're pretty fresh here,
Yeah.
we haven't been here long.
Yeah. I don't think none of us have, I mean, it's just a different type of experience and stuff like that.
I'd love to, there's lots of things to talk about. We should talk maybe off camera about some other subjects. Because, like,
Right.
things that you guys might be interested in are things that, I've seen up in Montana or here in Vegas. Like,
Oh, definitely. We've done a
particular
couple
things
of
we could talk
UFO
about, like, goblins and doppelgangers and ghosts and, you name it. So, when I was, my aunt owns a quarter horse ranch up on the reservation in Montana, up on the Blackfoot Reservation. And
right.
so we grew up there. So, and it's all, burial land, and they, our ancestors are buried up on the hill there and stuff like that. And there's lots of stuff out there, that's just normal for them,
Right.
and but when I would come out, and I have my sight,
Yeah.
it was, yeah. So there's lots of more stuff to talk about other than just that's the thing about me, about what changed in me that day is I
Yeah.
went from, seeing ghosts to seeing everything.
Yeah. I mean, I see. I don't want to really get into my paranormal story on this episode because I've already said that we're going to do this, like my paranormal story, at some other point during this
Cool.
season too.
I want to hear.
But I do see ghosts. I do see paranormal stuff like that other people don't see. I hear like stuff like that. I can be at my office and I'll hear whispers because like where I work now, without giving away too much information, is like it used to be a morgue, where, and I hear voices all the time. I'll be doing something in the warehouse or something like that, and I'll hear behind me like whispers and type of stuff like that, or I'll see somebody just standing there like a flash, type of thing. But
Yeah, you're a pretty bright light to them. You're definitely, you have a conduit attachment that you were born with. It's right here. So anything that it's like a loudspeaker for energy, honestly. And
Yeah.
so I'm not
It don't
surprised.
bother me. Like I've had energy attached to me for a very long time. Like I will go into this a little bit. Like when I was like very young, I can't remember the exact age. I was just a child. I woke up frozen to a bed, like, and the ceiling fan above me was not spinning, but I had a white mist above me, and then it absorbed me. And then I had a dream the same night where it was yelling out protection type of thing. So I mean,
Yeah, there's I really think that for you in particular, Jay, there are very simple things that you and I can talk about that
right.
can like improve your health immediately, because these are, regardless of what they are, it is still an energy drain on you, on your life force.
Yeah, but I mean, my
So
personal health. I mean, I think I'm in good health. I mean, I gym
no, no,
five,
no,
6 days a week.
it's not about, it's
So,
about long-term energy absorption of something else. You know, it's
yeah,
about long term. So I know that you like I said, I know you enjoy it. I know you enjoy being a part of the supernatural and
I
being a
mean,
big 6'4" dude. And don't tell me you don't enjoy it.
no.
Fuck off with
Honestly,
that.
honest to God, truth. I swear to God, right now, I wish I was never 6'4" or as big as I am. Honest to God, truth.
I'm tall
Because
too. It's a pain in the
y'all,
ass.
y'all don't motherfuckers don't even know. Like, first time it comes to grabbing stuff up or something on the high shelf, who you think gets asked? This guy. Anything
Yeah.
like that, like my whole military career, my whole civilian career, everything
Yeah.
gets asked.
Dude, I live
Okay,
with a giant. My husband is 6'3".
like you go to a bar or something like that, and I haven't been to in years. Who do you think they're going to try to fight?
Right?
Exactly. I mean,
I
they're
know.
going to go after the small dude. They're going to go after the biggest man in there, and I need
I
to see
know.
you
I mean,
behind there.
they only knew you were such a nice boy.
But I'm not.
Yeah, you are. Yeah,
No.
you are. You
We're
got a
just
big
big old. We're not really. I consider myself like a teddy bear because I'm the same height as he is. I'm just a little bit more chubbier. So
Look
I was.
at you guys, fucking beasts.
I'm going to remove
6'4".
myself for a second. I'm going to go pee.
No.
So y'all can talk. Please talk.
All right, you can
Brandon.
leave me with Brandon and we can talk.
All right, you guys can talk. You can talk if you want to. You can talk all freaking night. If you don't talk, if you don't talk.
Yo, Pete! God. Pain
He
in
does
the
this all the time.
butt.
You should actually be with him in person. He's a lot more different. He's like a lot quieter and calm and collective. But on here, we're just nuts. We're just here to have
I
a good
agree,
time. That's all
man.
we.
I agree. Let it fly. So, yeah, if you want to contact me privately, Brandon, I can just, I can do a few things on my end just to help.
Well, I know it's like not many people know, but I mean, people in here they do. But 2 weeks ago, I did lose my mom, and I mean, she was 59 years. Well, she would have been 59 last
Oh my
Friday.
God, so young.
So, and I've been dealing with her health issues for the past 2 or 3 years. And plus, Dad, he's got cancer. So I believe what you were saying about, well, I've already sort of come to terms with death, and I understand it's life, and everyone has to go through it. And we're trying to get financially back to normal.
Right. Yeah. I lost my mom when I was 18. It I'm glad I get to be close with her now, But
Since
the energy and the feeling that I got when she came through was so loving and so kind. And she really, really believes in you. Like I said, she said, you have everything you need. make the right choices and to turn your wheel in the right direction. She really believes, and she's really kind. That's why I'm like, whoo, because she's so that all the love, just the love, That's why I don't do live readings, because it's a lot. It's a lot. But a lot of nothing but love there.
She was a remarkable person.
Yeah.
She suffered, and she was having pains and stuff, but she never really gave up on her life. She's always just looked to the Lord about everything and said, "I'm going to get through this no matter what."
Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome. We could all hope to be like that,
I mean, I've pissed her off a couple times growing up, and when we moved back
Yeah,
in with her,
sure. I'm a mom. I get it.
That is just that's just you being you. Everyone has to go through the stages of learning how life goes.
Yeah. Well, that love's not going to go anywhere. It never does. That energy stays with whoever it touches. You know what I mean? And she gets to move on. I just don't feel any kind of grief from her. She believes in you so much, So I just don't sense any. It's crazy because I started shuffling cards, and the first card that came out was death, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be like that. So put the cards to the side when you get something like that to start off a reading, and then just kind of tap into what's going on. But don't do that. Don't ask me questions like that. I cannot filter what comes through, But I
Guess who's
I'm
back?
sorry.
Back again. Guess who's back?
I think we finally got the picture I was trying to see 3 hours ago.
I do have to say this one thing. If you guys aren't on Patreon of us,
Both
you
channels.
need to be. Y'all need to support us because motherfuckers are broke and we can't afford microphones. We need this. Yes, Timothy, definitely. Hi, I'm Jay. Definitely watch this. But yeah, if you guys haven't earned Patreon, please do it because.
Go ahead and do you know the link to it? You can paste it.
Bro, I don't know. You can do that.
I can't
put
do
the link
that.
in the chat.
Yeah, I was gonna put the link in the chat, but I don't know how to.
And put it on the in the comment section on your YouTube.
Hang on a second.
Yeah, we'll do that.
I'll go. Hang on, I'll go.
Can I go?
Or you want to go? You want to get off now?
Oh, death is a heavy energy, fuckers.
Y'all need a hug.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
Just some negative people.
that's good for all y'all.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Hang on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what we're trying to do is a Patreon to actually get better equipment. Honestly, we're just trying to spruce up our stuff because last season a lot of people complained about the audio quality, saying that they couldn't hear us. Thank you so much, Carrie. I appreciate it.
So did I pass the test or whatever it was?
Well, let me ask Brendan. Did she pass the test?
But we got one more that wants you to read if it's okay.
Oh, Heidi, can you do one more reading?
If you want to.
All right.
All right, let's do this. And this is gonna be totally live, okay?
All right.
I'm
Well,
gonna take myself off the screen.
I'll just clear the cam because you know who it is already, Jay.
Yeah, I know who it is. It's Carissa.
Absolutely.
It's yeah,
It's his better half.
it's the other half, and better half is right.
The better half.
Wait, at least we didn't call her the old lady like most people do.
You good with that, Heidi? Though I don't want to do anything that you don't
Go
feel.
for it.
I'm gonna private
All right.
message this real quick. There, that's our link. I put in the private. All you have to do is copy and paste it over to the.
All right, let me see this.
If you can do it that way, since you have control, I don't. You got the control. You got the live stream in your hands. Ah!
I am. Oh, I don't want to copy all of our private chat.
Oh,
right.
sure you do.
No, I don't.
Why did I get private with you?
Let me see if I can do this.
Okay. Oh.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Ah.
I'm a fucking electronic genius.
My brain. Your brain.
Yeah. If you, in all seriousness, guys, we just started this Patreon to actually help us out with getting equipment and microphones and stuff like that. And I know we have a lot of love and support on social media. So if you guys can help us out, that's cool. If you don't want to, that's cool. But
Also put ours on
you
too. Also
Please
put
do.
ours on too. And you can also get to them also from our channel page. All you have to do is click the link in our channel art. Both of ours is going to be on there. There you go.
Right. All right. So you ready to do this, Heidi?
I'm ready.
All right. Let me know when you're ready or when Chris is ready.
She's right beside me.
All right. Throw her on, and I'm going to take myself off.
Hi,
All right.
Chris.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good. Having a good time hanging out with your people.
Oh yeah, of course.
Good people. Did he tell you what I said?
Yeah, I heard you.
She was sitting beside me the whole time you were doing yours with mine.
All right. So do you have a question or do you just want me to read you?
Just go ahead and read me.
I feel like your energy is very similar to the one that just came through for him. Is there something that like hurt you recently, like broke your heart recently? Like not that, you know what I'm talking about, but
Yeah.
something personal busted your heart all up.
Yeah.
And I think you I think you're trying to do too much. I feel like you're just so absolutely like not overwhelmed, but you need to put some stuff down and take care of yourself better. There's too much on you, especially with a hurt heart over something. But there's too much on you. You need to take better care of yourself, or those emotions are just gonna come out all at one time. I feel, I feel like you are doing a really good job of keeping it all under control and under wraps, but I think you need to put a few things down before you cross your own boundaries. Um, I feel like you feel the weight of the world is on you. Like if you miss a beat, shit's gonna fall apart. And it's taking entirely too much out of you. You can't be the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like you're on the verge of having some physical and emotional problems if you don't put some stuff down that isn't necessary to everybody's needs. You know what I mean? Your needs and everybody's needs around you. Simple things. I'm sure you can make a little list of things you could, do every other day instead of every day, or, things like just small things like take a nice hot bath, take care of yourself, drink some tea, just little things you can do for yourself that are going to keep you solvent to yourself to where you can handle everything that you're carrying. But I feel like you're not thinking about yourself at all, and unfortunately, that never pans out well. We end up with physical problems, emotional problems, mental problems, relationship problems. But more what I feel with you is it's going to be so emotional that it's going to make you physically ill in ways if you don't put some stuff down. I feel like it's hard for you to breathe, but you don't tell anybody. I feel like you're so fucking strong, but the world is heavy and you're important too. You're very important. So if you don't, if you don't just take a little bit better care of yourself, then you're going to kind of start failing in things that you're trying to do, like take care of everything and everyone and be everything to everyone and not add to any kind of sadness, and you're not even dealing with your own sadness, so I would just say I don't really feel like you know how to. I feel like you've maybe always been this way where you always take care of everything. um I don't feel like you necessarily know how to take, like, kind of put yourself in there too, you know, with your top priorities, I don't think you necessarily know how, because, you've always been such give. But I really feel that I could feel it. It's like a lump right here. It's gonna happen. Um, if you don't start, um, accepting yourself and your own emotions, and you have every right to be sad too. You even have every right to be really fucking pissed off right now. I don't know about what, but there's something that is wrong that you know about, and you're fucking pissed and you can't say anything. Maybe it's a family matter. I don't know. But I know that you got some messages you didn't fucking like. And the kind of person you are, it's affecting you, because that's not who you are. It's a very yuck. I don't like it. It's a yuck energy. Maybe I feel like you kind of maybe have to stand up for yourself in quieter ways, like just maybe there's some situation where you got to remove yourself from. Um, yeah, because there's something there. There's some relationship that It's not going to get better, and you know it. I don't know who it, maybe a sibling.
I'm gonna
Who is it? It's a extended family.
Yeah, I know.
But anyway, it's an extended family. But it's a lot. It doesn't feel like blood. But I just feel like you need to kind of just make peace with that somehow. And maybe by just removing yourself from the entire situation completely, because the world is going to go on with or without you, and that's something that we all need to accept. There's I often wonder what's going to happen to my son if anything happens to me, because he's so vulnerable, nonverbal and autistic, and it terrifies me. But yeah, there's definitely something that made you angry. I feel like you're gonna be the one to just kind of basically make it right and take control of the situation. I don't know I have no idea what it is. No idea. I know it has a lot to do with messages, back and forth, maybe misunderstandings, maybe people are acting more from their ego and from their anger than they are from emotion right now, and that doesn't belong in this situation. That's all. That's really the only. That's all the energy I'm getting from you. I feel like you can bring rightness or justice to a situation that is really fucked up right now. And I think maybe you're the only one who can do it. But I think in order to do that, you have to be real about how you feel. And you have to be honest about how you feel and how it's affecting you and what you think the right answers to be. I feel like you could make this situation right, whatever it is. I feel like you're the one who has the demeanor and the heart and the mind, and maybe even the emotional strength to make this situation right, whatever it is. And that's all I'm getting. I really feel that that's your current energy.
Yeah.
So that's all I got. That's all. And it's I wish I don't do live readings because it's hard for me to find your energy. But you're very bright. So I'm able to feel you. So I hope that helped you in some way.
It is.
That's the only reason I do this. So.
It is.
So yeah, did I pass? I don't know. I've never been tested before, so I don't know.
Yeah, most people pass.
Awesome. Brenda, did she pass?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right, cool. So let's get into some other subjects for like 15-20 minutes, then we'll get on this stuff, okay?
Okay, do you mind if I take just a little break to go check on things?
Yeah.
And you and Brandon go ahead and talk.
All right, cool. Let me know when you're back.
Should I do the camera thing?
No, I'll do it for you.
Okay. Okay, I'll be right back.
Bye.
All right, so I really do hope you guys enjoy season 2, honestly. We have some great guests lined up. We have an author lined up, an actress lined up. We have
Some
numerous
collaboration.
paranormal groups lined up. Some more witchcraft lined up. Yeah, her facial expressions are pretty cool. I will put that on there because I think it's funny. But we're gonna if anything you guys want talked about and stuff like that, please let us know. Like we've only been going for this is our first episode of our second season, and we're trying to make the best product as possible. I do appreciate everybody that's come on and everything like that, but I'm a numbers whore. Honest to God truth, I can admit I'm a numbers whore. I got like 4,200 and something followers on Twitter. I'm gonna go into the other stuff. And I deleted my personal YouTube channel, and I just want to concentrate my efforts on this one because this is something I believe in. Like I have fun doing this. Brendan has fun doing this, and I really do hope something's like something you guys enjoy doing. Yeah, we post. I post and Brendan posts, our paranormal investigations on this channel once in a while, to give you guys a little tease, like, hey, let you know that we're still there, we still care, we still love you guys.
True.
But if you guys do become a patron of this, we're gonna do something special for you. We'll do whatever you get. Brendan and I are gonna talk offline. What we're gonna do for you.
True.
But if you guys do become a patron, we're gonna greatly appreciate it. Honest to God truth. We have to shout you guys every episode. We'll shout you guys out every episode. You guys looking for followers? I got like over 4,200. Brendan's got quite a bit too. Whoever our guest is.
We'll get there.
But you guys could definitely become patrons. If you guys want a private chat with Brendan and I, that can become part of the Patreon. I'll let you guys choose. You can have a Skype call or a StreamYard or some type of video chat with your choice, Brendan or myself. We're just looking for a little bit of support and a little bit of love. I do enjoy bringing you guys great episodes and stuff like that. And we're trying to put out the best content as possible towards you guys. And thank you, Timothy.
Thank you.
Honest to God truth, I do appreciate anybody that's new to watching this. We grew. Well, we started out at when we first started this whole channel, 5, 10 subs.
That.
Yeah.
5 or 6.
And we've grown it to this, we're at 172. I'm hoping by the end of this, 175 or something like that. But a lot of our videos got over 200 views and stuff like that. We do appreciate everybody that comes to us, honestly. We're just some regular goofballs. We do have fun on some episodes and stuff like that. And then we do have more interview style episodes like you're seeing tonight, and which is pretty much going to be the baseline of the season. Is going to be more serious interviews.
More serious.
And I think that gets better results out of viewership and interaction with you guys, and because this type of stuff is completely out of my element. This is completely out of Brendan's element, I'm an introvert. I don't like people.
It's like I texted you, yesterday. Yeah, we deal with people all the time. No wonder we hate people so much.
Yeah. I don't like people. Personally, I don't. I'm an extreme introvert. And I'll be 100% honest with you. Coronavirus has not affected me 1,000,000% because I don't go out.
No.
I don't interact in big crowds. When I go to work, I'm sitting in my office. So it's it's not. God bless everybody that's actually affected by it, but it really hasn't affected me.
It hasn't really affected me either.
And
We don't go out. Most of y'all know the situation that what I've been dealing with this year. So,
right.
Never, it just went down the hill, but we really never went out much. And then, yeah, we traveled, a couple of times up there to you. That's it.
Yeah.
That's as farthest we've actually traveled to was to where you live. So,
All right, man.
we don't get out much, and I can care less, really.
No, man. Like, I do appreciate that you guys, though. I mean, honest to God, truth, if you can afford or anything like that, support us, man. Like, we're just trying to make the best product for you guys. I don't care about all this other stuff. I'd like to have subs because, like I said, I'm a numbers whore. But I can admit that. But I also think I'm a decent human being, and I appreciate the love and support. And trust and believe when it comes to supporting people, I will retweet you. I will freaking talk to you. Like, I'm not an asshole on Twitter. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I only thought, I mean, honest to God truth. I might have a lot of, followers and stuff like that, but just give us some love. Honestly. All right. Have a good night, Timothy.
Be careful out there. Stay safe.
Yeah. And with love.
With love.
God bless you.
But you. At you. Bless you. But bless your heart. Nah, we just
Good night,
just,
Christina.
yeah, good night. We're here just to kill time, basically. I mean, this is a great show, and you guys put a lot more.
Yeah.
For me personally, you can ask Jay and you can ask Chris. We put more effort. I took away from more time away from our own personal channel to build this one up.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Like I said, I deleted my personal channel and stuff like that. It's like we're making sacrifices because I want to put out something that people like you and I were talking back in last winter before we even started this channel. Like, hey, wouldn't it be great to like having a show where you just like actually interview paranormal people and like stuff that we're interested in, and like trust and believe, like Heidi passed the test. If y'all want to get a reading done, you make sure you'll get her. Better than the other one that we had last season. And honest to God truth, but like,
Yeah, I've met a few that kind of, wow.
Yeah, I had ones that like, tell me. And I do think I have blockers around me. Like, trust and believe, I think I have blockers. Like, I do have walls around me. But I think I'm still eligible for reading.
Well, she's like I told you with the first one. Remember, she said, "Well, yeah, I can see you got a lot of walls, and you like to protect yourself a lot more." And I told you when we first started talking about doing all this stuff and getting together. What did I tell you straight up? I said, "I can even tell that." I mean, it's common sense. I mean,
yeah. Oh yeah, my circle of friends is very small. Like people that I actually trust, I can let stuff my hand. Honest to God truth, but that's what I do.
True.
I do have some questions outside the psychic field. Let's just jump onto another thing. So, when was your first UFO experience?
Mine?
Yeah, I love UFOs.
All right.
We love them. We can sit here and talk 24/7 about UFOs and never get tired.
Oh yeah,
Well,
never get tired.
This is my
As
favorite.
long as our laptops hold up, and as long as he don't unplug his on accident. So we can.
Okay, so here's what happened. So I'm like, I don't know, 8 or 9 years old, something like that, because my sister wasn't born yet. So
Yeah.
I was like 8 or 9. So my mom was a partier, and she was having a big party, right? It's the middle of the night, and I couldn't go to sleep. So I snuck out the back, and we'd gone to the market that day and gotten one of those big pink balls, the big bouncy balls that are like this big, right? So I got one of those. I grabbed it, and I'm bouncing down the street, and it's, middle of the night, 12:30, 1 o'clock, something like that. And it's pitch black because it's Montana sky. There's no neon there. And we live right next to the mountain ridge where the Lady of the Rockies is now.
Yeah.
But so I'm bouncing my ball, and I look up at the mountain ridge, and to my left, as big as the mountain ridge, is a UFO that's as big as the mountain. Can you guys see me? So here's the mountain. Here's the UFO. It's like sideways. And I didn't hear it come in or anything. It was just there. And it had red lights all around it. And it just sat there. And so I grabbed my ball and stopped bouncing it, right? But the ball's as big as me. I was little. And so I remember doing this, and I put my ball down, and I was going to wave to the UFO, and something held my hand down. Something like forcefully held my arm down to not wave at the UFO. And so I didn't wave. My hand was just stuck there, and I'm staring at the UFO. And I'm like, I'm a kid, so I'm like, and I've seen shit, so whatever. So I start bouncing my ball again, right? I take it up with my other hand, and then my hand, and then I'm bouncing my ball again. And I noticed that it just took off. Like, it was just gone. I saw it go, but it went so fast. It was like, and it was so big. It was as big as the mountain itself. And then the coolest thing about that story, so, being a kid and being weird and seeing all kinds of things, you learn not to tell adults everything, okay? So I didn't tell anybody but my friends about it, and one of my mom's friends, and, I kind of wanted to see if anybody'd seen it. If anybody had been like, I was a kid, I was like, anybody go on the UFO, But what happened was about 3 years later is in that very same spot that it was, is a man built a statue of the Holy Mother Mary. She's called the Lady of the Rockies. You can look it up. That's exactly the spot where the UFO was. Whatever was protecting me at the time, whether it be a guide, an angel, whatever, I know my guide since I was little. But this was very forceful. Like, do not acknowledge them. You know what I mean? But it's like, but they're right there. They're obviously acknowledging me. You know what I mean?
Do you think a paranormal entity, or do you think it was like something spiritual?
No, that was spiritual. That was someone protecting me from maybe being abducted or something. I mean, I can't. What else? What other reason would there be? But yeah. So it was just, and then it was gone, and that was it. And my arm, I was able to bounce my ball and whatever, and then it took off, and I just kept bouncing my ball down the street. It was normal. I don't know why, but it was normal for me. But it was my first time seeing a UFO up close. And then my second time seeing you up close is when I moved to Vegas. No lie, that fucker came to visit me.
Oh, really?
Oh, and my whole family was there.
No shit.
It just came. I was out by the pool at night having some tea, and I see this giant black triangle thing coming across, like, from far away, because where my house was is way up on the mountain, so I could see all of Vegas and all that. And it was just coming in the sky, way high up in the sky, really slow. And it finally got to us, and it was so close to us. So, it was right above us. You could see that there was no landing gear. It was just flat. It was just flat bottom. And I was like, okay. And I went in and I got the family. I'm like, come out, see this. I had my camera phone on it, but it only shows up as a dot on your camera phone. But I did record it and stuff. But yeah, the whole family, and we just sat there and stared at it, and it just very slowly, nothing moves that slow. Nothing can stay in the air and move that slow. And so it just, it took a while, and then it just eventually went over the mountain. I was like, I talked to my best friend because she used to live here before I moved here, and she said, "Oh yeah, you'll see all kinds of that shit out there."
Right.
And I was like, "Awesome, awesome." So everybody you meet here has a story, pretty much, about weird lights or seeing something in the desert or
Right.
insect people in the desert is a new one that's recent for me that I just heard, and from a guy I definitely trust very much. It's funny when he talks about it because he's a scientist kind of guy. But yeah,
That's awesome.
it's wacky out here. It's great. I love it. It's a great place for freaks like me.
What about freaks like me? Where can I live?
Freaks like you would be welcome here too, I'm sure.
All right. So, anyways, next week Friday at 8:30, we're gonna be joined by author Tasha Brown, and we're gonna be discussing her upcoming book. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it's gonna be like I've read her first two books. They're great reads. If you guys are into reading or anything like that, make sure you guys check it out. We're gonna be ending this one. Any final words, Brandon?
Just try to follow us the best way you can. And if you can, join both our Patreons that we can.
Yeah, make
No,
sure you
what
guys join our Patreon.
And they're both, like I said earlier, they're both on our channel link. So
I might show you my boobies.
well,
Dorks. Well, don't fucking make me do a live reading again. God damn it.
Well,
Hey Heidi, are you gonna join us on a UFO episode or alien episode? I would say.
Huh?
Will you join us on an alien episode?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'll join you on any episode you want.
All right, cool. She's gonna
You
be
guys
like
are
a
good
third
people.
person. All right, I'm gonna end this broadcast.
hey,
All right.
Jay,
Peace out,
All
guys.
right,
Thank
guys.
you guys for joining us.
Here. Thanks for having me.
All right, much love.
Take care.
Hey Heidi, don't go nowhere. We're gonna talk offline.
Okay.
that works. We'll talk offline.
Bye.
While.
bitches.
Peace. Be careful. Stay safe. Blah blah blah.
Ah.